Glad to have you aboard with us here. Usually, whenever we have members of the G team in studio with us or talk to us, it's like big hulking linemen. Decidedly different today. We have an LSU cheerleader and a member of the Tiger Girls, Kyla Hebert, Darah Haidet in studio with us. Ladies, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Glad
Thank
to have you both. We'll go proximity. So, Darah, I'll start with you. Tiger Girls just polished off a second national championship since you've been on.
Here's my ring.
Oh, wait, hold
yes.
on. Wait. I want to wear it.
This is the first one. Oh, yeah.
No, I want to wear it. Oh, this is the first one. Okay.
This is 2022.
It might fit my pinky. Nope, it goes halfway down my pinky. So y'all get legit national championship rings.
Oh, yes.
Is that from LSU or the NCAA? How does that work?
They're from LSU, yes. And so this one is from 2022. We won nationals 2 years ago, and then we just won again 2024, our Michael Jackson dance. So we won the hip hop category. Yeah.
So 2 years ago, you all won with Like a Boy.
Yes.
And that went, like, for those who aren't on TikTok or maybe weren't then, that went, like, mega viral.
For sure.
It became it became a TikTok trend.
Right, yeah.
Did you think, when did you realize, so I'll go back before we go forward, when did you realize that was, like, a really big deal? Like, that was sinking in?
I think once we got off and everyone was, like, chanting our name and they were like, I'm going to, like, pass out. I can't believe I just saw that live. And I was like, wait, our dance? Like, us, really? And we're just normal girls that dance. I mean, it just blew up crazy. And I think we were on the Kelly Clarkson show and Sierra saw us dance, which was amazing. So I just think that all of the publicity that came after it and people just like recognizing dance and our whole message was Like a Boy, obviously. So I think it was just, as soon as we got off, once it kind of blew up, we were like, oh, wow, that really meant something to us. And it kind of portrayed to everyone else, too.
Do you all, I would imagine, in a way, feel partly responsible for people even becoming aware of dance as a competitive sport?
I hope so. And I mean, I think it was always happening. Like, I feel like dance team's always been pushing for it. But I think with TikTok and like social media and then kind of the push for our team to kind of really go public with everything, I think it definitely has helped. Yeah. So that's amazing.
I mean, Paul, if you want to pull it up back screen or wherever you want to go. So this was the dance that you all did to Smooth Criminal.
Yeah.
Which is like, my wife and I went to New York last year for our anniversary, and we went and saw MJ the musical on Broadway.
Yeah.
And like, this felt like something straight out of Broadway. It was a full-on production.
For sure.
How long does it take to choreograph something like this?
So our choreography process is 7 days straight. We're there for hours with our choreographers, Tribe 99, Sammy and Carson. And then this year they brought in 2 other professionals that did a whole locking section for us, which is like the foundations of hip hop, which is amazing. And then for a month straight, from after finals hits, we're there at the Carl Maddox is our facility, and we're there all day, every day until we hit nationals. So.
It's a pretty incredible thing. I know cheer is very similar in the way that you all prepare as well. So Kyla, let me ask you, when you jump in here, what is a day like during season? I guess there's never an off season for y'all either, right?
There really is no off season.
So walk me through a day when you all are training and preparing.
So a full day for us is walking into practice, and then we really just start off warming up, and then we get into stunning, tumbling, and
this is after class, though, right?
This is after class.
So it's like class all day, and then when do you all start practice?
We start practice this semester. We're going to start at 3:30 and go until 5:30.
Yeah.
But that whole time, guys are throwing us. We're doing tumbling, and it's really hard on the body.
Was it? So what's every time? So I told you off air that both of my sisters-in-law both cheered at LSU.
Yeah.
And so I know you will have an answer to this, but I haven't asked you yet. Injuries. What's your injury history?
I've had about 3 concussions so far since I've been at LSU, but that's the only injury, so I'm thankful for that.
Okay.
But in high school, I broke my collarbone and broke my ankle, but
okay.
But at LSU, just 3 concussions.
So 3 concussions, a broken collarbone, and a broken ankle. Like, I played football in high school. All I ever broke was this finger. So like, I know like what y'all do is really, it is competitive, it is athletic, it is powerful, it is dangerous too. Like, did you struggle with that fear at all?
You know, growing up, I think I've never really been scared of it, and that's what drew me to it. I started out in gymnastics, and then I went to cheerleading, and I was like, I'm really brave. Like, I can do this. Like
Right.
Being thrown in baskets, being thrown in stunts, like I was drawn to it. And that's why I think cheer is like my direction that I should be going in.
Members of the G team here: Kyla Hebert, LSU cheerleader; Darah Haidet, LSU Tiger Girl. Captains, right?
Yeah.
A national champion of the Tiger Girl captain, which is awesome. Kyla, let me ask, whenever, I would imagine that, tell me if I'm wrong, but like cheering in Tiger Stadium, home game, especially when teams run out of the tunnel, like that has to be sort of like this euphoric high. Is that the moment as a cheerleader? Is there something else that beats it?
I have to say that that's the moment for me. And like anytime someone asks me about it, I tell them that I can't describe it to them because it's just a feeling that you can't describe to anybody. Like we have the best stadium with the best fans. So going in there, it's like I'm on a high every time. Every time I'm in that stadium. It's so different from anything I've ever felt.
You both have done deals with Gordon here to be part of the G team, which is, I know Gordon was in here last week, and we talked a lot of NIL. And I know a big push of his as we move to Women's History Month is that they're going to be announcing a new female member of the G team every week, which is an awesome thing to do. Absolutely. Why, Darah, I'll go back to you. Why was this an interesting opportunity for you to partner with Gordon?
Yeah, it's just been, he's given a platform to us as female athletes that is just beyond my, like, anything I could have ever dreamed of. I feel like he fosters, like, the best out of people and what he stands for, and he's really the real deal. So for him to partner with, like, female athletes like us who maybe aren't considered real sports is something that is I'm forever grateful for because he's given us a platform to talk to you, to represent him and his brand. So it's been an amazing opportunity.
Hey, Kyla, I know in the sit down you did with Gordon, you talked about that, about how like some people would tell you like cheer isn't a real sport. And that was one of the first things that Gordon said to you.
Yeah, he told me like I am an athlete. And I said in my Get Ready With Me that I made not that long ago. But, whenever we sat down in that meeting, whenever he told me that, it made me feel super comfortable with him because I knew that he appreciates what I do and what we do. And I know that he knows that you're an athlete and we're both athletes. So I'm glad that he recognized that.
What do you all, I'm just curious, like maybe not necessarily sports specific, right? But just your impressions and opinions on NIL. Like, Kyla, let me just stay with you. What does having NIL opportunities mean for you as a student athlete?
For me, it means that I can be an influence on other people, especially the little girls and little boys that look up to us. Like especially in our field with cheer and dance, it may not be recognized as much as other sports. So with Gordon and with this NIL deal, I really just want to be an influence on other people to maybe look more into what we do and maybe have some respect for how much work we put in for what we do. Yeah.
Darah, do you think it's NIL has maybe changed the way you approach what you do?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just giving us a platform in general is all that like dance can ask for because often we're just overlooked or, oh, they just shake their palms, but it's so much more than that. And I think like public figures like Gordon McKernan recognizing that is exactly what we need. We just need a voice and people to listen, and then they'll look into what we do. And then, whenever we start winning, then people want to pay attention too. But it definitely takes more than that for sure.
Yeah. So. Is this your last year?
It is.
Okay, so you're not back. So, but you're not done yet, right?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, so you got 2 more
years.
Yeah.
Yes.
We St. Joe's Academy, by the way. Shout out, go Red Stickers. It's I was going to ask what when the preparation for next year's nationals begins. Like when does choreography stuff like that start for next year?
Well, we're already in training. We had 6 a.m. this morning, so we're back into the grind of everything. We have choreography probably August, September area, but our season never stops. We are doing basketball right now. We about to start traveling for tournaments, SEC, NCAA, all the things, and we do baseball too. So we never stop.
Kyla, what about y'all? I mean, I think everybody, it's so visible at football and basketball as well. But what other events are you all at?
So we are at women and men's basketball, volleyball, gymnastics meets, and we also just recently cheered at a swim meet for our first time. So.
Wait, hold on. Are you stunting?
No.
Okay, I was how terrifying would that be if someone if it was wet, right?
That would be a disaster.
Yeah,
no, we are not stunning.
A wet platform, there feels like there's all kind of liability that could be involved right there. Not that. Kyla Hebert, Darah Haidet, LSU Cheerleader, LSU National Championship Tiger Girl, members of the G team, which we're, of course, thrilled to be a part of as well. Ladies, I appreciate y'all so much for coming in. Glad to be partnered with Gordon, and glad to have y'all spend a couple of minutes today.
Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. It's after further review. Let me knock out a quick break. We'll talk some LSU baseball when we come back. Y'all stay here.
AFR.
and I'm not even making it up, I get to talk about Gordon right now. Like, it's literally the next one on my list. Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Of course, Gordon has done amazing work through the G team, as you've heard us talk about here today, and with so many student athletes, men, women, all different sports, and actually at different universities all over the state of Louisiana, giving NIL opportunities to student athletes. It's part of what Gordon does through Gordon Gives, which is the charitable arm of Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. So I tell you every day, if you've been in an accident, it's not your fault, you need representation, you know what to do. Get Gordon, get it done. You can call the 888-8888. That's 888-8888. You can go to getgordon.com. That's getgordon.com. But if you want to learn more about the G team, if you want to see the Riding with G series, where it started with Gordon riding around with Kim Mulkey, a little short form interview, you can see that at gordongives.com. You can learn so much more about what he does during Women's History Month or Breast Cancer Awareness Month or around the holidays as well. It's all there at gordongives.com, gordongives.com. You know what to do. Get Gordon and get it done.